Most of the rhetoric surrounding the sugarcane impasse is agenda-driven and subjective. BSI blames the B.S.C.F.A. for the failure to reach compromise, and the B.S.C.F.A. holds BSI responsible for the same. BSI claims that its move to bypass the association is the absolute best things for the farmers and the industry. And of course, the B.S.C.F.A. disagrees vehemently.
We find that it is extremely dangerous. It is a means by which they're trying to pit farmer against farmer, create associations, groups of farmers that are intended to dismantle, to destroy the association, and their only objective is to enable them to make it easier to subject our cane farmers, right, to an onerous, an oppressive agreement that would be detrimental to their interests.
They are coming now like wolves, trying to eat up the cane farmers. And how they're looking after this, they're coming with the cane farmers now like if they are angels in heaven, trying to protect the farmers without coming to the association, bypassing the association that represent the farmers in the north, in country and abroad.
In bypassing the association, BSI has a new agreement couched in a contract which it is trying to sell to reaping groups or individual farmers. Of course, BSI is confident that the new agreement is a good thing with which the industry can move ahead. But again, the B.S.C.F.A. disagrees. Alonzo says that based on analysis, the proposed agreement is the worst ever in the history of the sugarcane industry. And they've broken down their discontent with the agreement into 5 main points.
One, the fact that they are saying that once the farmer delivers the cane and it is weighed on the scale, that becomes the sole and absolute property of BSI ASR. Secondly, the issue of the payment of bagasse based on fiber instead of bagasse. Okay. Thirdly, the issue of trying to get rid of the SCPC as the independent institution that oversees the harvesting and the delivery of sugarcane. Fourthly, the issue of completely eliminating the Sugar Act as the basis on which we resolve disputes and replacing it with the recourse to the courts of Belize. Fifthly, the matter of wanting now to sign a 7-year agreement instead of a normal 3-year agreement.
To make a long and complicated story short, the B.S.C.F.A. will now seek very actively the intervention of the Sugar Industry Control Board. The association has also indicated its willingness via letter to BSI to negotiate the terms of a 1-year interim agreement. None of that is new, and none of it has worked. BSI has indicated that it will not budge on the points of contention, and neither will the B.S.C.F.A. So is there a plan B?
The association has clearly stated that we don't have plan B. Our plan A is to start crop on time. That is our plan A. Regardless, we are ready to start the crop with the interim agreement we worked last year. It worked perfectly good. We have offered that option. We are ready to sign to renew that interim agreement. Meantime, these issues are being settled in the future.
What they said yesterday, if agreements are not signed, there would be no crop. I don't think that the government of Belize is prepared that no crop is there. That is why we have a government, we have an industry, we have our production, the mill is up and running, so we should have a crop. We are saying we will have a crop if we sign or we don't sign an agreement.
With all that said, and there is much being said on both sides, the reality is that whoever has the numbers wins, at least in principle. BSI on Tuesday was confident, claiming that they were certain they would be able to capture enough farmers to make a crop feasible. In figures, that's a minimum of 6,000 tons delivered per day over a 26-week crop season.
A normal milling day requires at least 6,000 tons of cane to be delivered to the factory. Without that amount of cane, the factory will not operate normally. There will be losses cane will be stuck in the yard and suckers will deteriorate. B.S.I. is very cognizant of this fact, that with the issue of signing agreements with other individual cane farmers, he won't get nowhere.
We did had branch meetings in all 18 branches, and they are in support with their own association, and we will keep negotiating for them a fair deal in this agreement. Apart from the great support that the 18 branches had showed on the round of meetings that we have conducted this past week, you will be also assured by the support that we will get on Saturday at our EGM. You will see that we are speaking what we are saying, that we have the 100% support of our cane farmers.
The AGM Keme is referring to is an emergency General Assembly meeting scheduled for Saturday, at which the B.S.C.F.A. will seek to solidify its numbers and get a mandate for the way forward. Mike Rudon for News 5.